season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Oregon Ducks. Taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. They'll give it to the back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Dropping back, it's Washington. Right on the money. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Correct snap. Nice job to get it past the sticks and then get him down at the 35.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The give on the inside. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
It really shows you his skills on that last run. And I feel like today, if you're a running back at Oregon, you are expected to be explosive. You're not going to be a guy that goes in between the tackles and gains 3 yards, and that's okay. I feel like now, today, because of all the great running backs they have had here recently, if you get into the second level, you're expected to go to the house. This guy has that kind of skill.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
The Ducks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air, it's Washington. Makes the grab, and he's wrestled to the ground.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. Pulls it in with one hand. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. Under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like, they're going to throw this man the football. They find creative ways to get in the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him and find a way to throw him the football some more.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. The run from the shotgun. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They're about to snap it for the 10th time on this opening drive, but they need a conversion to keep the drive alive on third down. Looking down the middle. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Looking for a crease. It's Cook. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend it.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
Looking to throw, it's Owens. Takes a hit as he fires. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Texas A&M will have to boot it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. So they put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Here's the handoff. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
They're going to ride this running back.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping him up, getting him on the ground, take away that run game, make him one-dimensional, put him in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Trying play action. He's moving out of the pocket. Unleashes one. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be 3rd down.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, you make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but that was him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that one.
Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And here's what I like about this play, man. First thing you do is take away the easy stuff. Make him react, get him outside the pocket, and now you got to catch him. You got to have a plan for a mobile QB when he gets out the pocket. Who's going to pull the trigger, come up, and chase after him? Nice discipline by this defense to get the sack.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. First play of the drive comes from the 41. To the air, it's Owens. Moves away as he feels pressure. Throws to the wideout. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
Yeah, I just feel watching this offense, they need a big play. They need their confidence to get going, get the mojo going, considering they really struggled their last time out. They just don't seem to have figured it out quite yet here in the first quarter.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
And the Aggies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Bringing the heat. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. Bringing it back. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Oregon. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
This guy really is the complete linebacker. Not only is he physical and not only can he play downhill to stop the run, this guy is a weapon in pass coverage. You saw it on that play. What can't this guy do?
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Alabama has a lead currently, but they've been in a dogfight all day today and haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 7 over Ohio State. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
I love that play call by the offensive coordinator. Your quarterback just threw a pick 6. You want to pick him right back up, right? So don't handcuff him. On the very first play of the next drive, let him throw the football to try to reestablish a rhythm and reestablish some confidence. Obviously, that one falls incomplete, but they need to get this guy back into a rhythm. The only way you do that is by throwing the ball.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. Dropping back, it's Owens. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab over the middle. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they're going to have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. A very short pickup there, and that'll be the final play of the 1st quarter. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. It's Cook. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. This is now a 7-point game. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Paul.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
The offense set for a first down play. Might as well give it to him again. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
We'd love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Ducks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll try the run. Runs through a tackle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. To the air, it's Washington. Flushed out of the pocket. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
It'll go out of bounds, and we'll see where they mark it. It's going to be right around the 35. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the first down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Man, you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time now. It used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fellow, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completion strung together.
And the Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Looking to pass. It's Owens. The throw. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His second interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. On the run, it's Riggs. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
How about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. We saw it on that last play.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And they failed to hook up on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th down.
He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Scanning the field, it's Owens. Oh, they're after him. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over, a chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. The Aggies now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. They're setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming, so I can have more success.
Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Buys a little time with his feet. He'll pull it down. Kept it, and he's past the marker. Lots of room to run. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks!
Well, I know it's early this season, but it's obvious already. This guy is a major weapon in this offense. Had 2 touchdowns in his first game. He's now on the board right now. What a difference maker and a playmaker he's going to be this season for this offense.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Clemson was far from the friendly confines of Death Valley, but still managed to scratch out a win. And there was a lot of chatter this week about this group not being ready. Time to check those receipts, if you know what I mean. Always fun to see 2 of the game's better teams duke it out at this point of the season. A good barometer, fellas, for both coaches.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. To the air, it's Owens. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Looking to fire. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Pulls it in down the sideline. And they'll bring him down after the long completion, a chunk play for the offense. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Williams. And just a short and safe pass play. They pick up a few. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Pressure coming. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Algier. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got
just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll move the tight end. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. To the end zone, and it's picked off. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Looking to throw, it's Washington. Lofts one high and deep. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. ready to kick off this second half. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and fighting. A little bit of running room on that return. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jesse, taking care of the football.
It just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
Turning it on! Nice pick up on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David. They're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside, can scramble, and can get first downs.
Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Rolling right and going deep. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to...
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Going the other way, he's got room. He'll be stopped right at the 42 after returning the pick, and the defense comes up with a turnover.
Man, it's so frustrating as a coach because you go into half and you're like, listen, this is what they've been doing. This is what we're getting. Let's go out and execute. And what do? First drive, you throw an interception, you turn the field position to the other side, create momentum immediately. This is an absolute disaster to start the second half.
And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. The Ducks have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Looking for space, it's Davison. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. The run to the right. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Good surge up front. Give him 4 out to the 18.
Really nice play called by the offense, too. Obviously, your quarterback's thrown picks on his last 2 drives, so you have to settle him down. And the best way to settle down a quarterback is to get the running game going. Put it on the big fellas up front. Put it on your backs. That's a really nice run, and that should help settle the QB down a bit.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. 4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. A&M comes back out with another first down. Gives it to the back on the draw. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. It's Boley. Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have the guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you can tell, just dropped the football, lost it.
Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot, but they're not able to come away with the completion.
Got it set up on the outside. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the big fella. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw it. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games, with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
And he puts through the extra point. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the run, it's Davison. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll run play action. Finds his tight end. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. That's caught. It's Riggs. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. Calls his own number. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Starting to put away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Looking downfield, it's Washington. It's complete to the left. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
Quarterback keeps it. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And a running game can be really hard to stop when you got so many guys that can do some damage. And this defense is taking some licks. This QB's made it look silly a couple of times, but they're starting to adjust. Gotta like that play right there, getting to him and getting him on the ground.
Gets it out fast. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the first down marker.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
I got to be honest, I don't know if I've ever seen a defense contain this quarterback the way this defense has in this game today. Multiple sacks. They have been so disruptive. Multiple guys up front winning their one-on-ones. You got to give the D coordinator a ton of credit. He has dialed up the perfect plays in the perfect moments, and they have made this guy's life a living nightmare today.
The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. He'll throw it. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Working that left side now.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. And the Aggies headed quickly to the line.
And I know everybody's looking at that clock as it ticks, and we're down a couple of possessions, but nice job getting the first down. But this offense has to stay in hyperspeed, right? Down 2 possessions, got to throw the football, use the sidelines, use the middle of the field, especially as you get close to that 2-minute mark.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit, and I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Caught behind the line. It's Singleton. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's third down from the 45. Looking for a man. It's Bowling. Using his legs to buy some time. He throws back to the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Quarterback making adjustments. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Byers on the move. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
And that is a backbreaker if you're on defense. On fourth down, the opponent's throwing for it. Not only do you give up the first down, but you give up an explosive play, and all of a sudden now, you're reeling a little bit defensively.
Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Just keep slinging it. Fires toward the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Throw to the end zone, picked off. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
The give as they work on that clock. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds.
There he goes. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets them up, makes the big play out to the left.
The Ducks, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Takes the handoff. It's Davis. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. The running back has it. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They want to run this quarterback. Gets the first himself. Gashing the D on the right. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Ducks!
I gotta say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Washington went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Huskies always seem to get everyone's best punch, but today they were the ones who delivered the knockout. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Hey, Kevin Connors, keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. From the gun, give on the inside. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
The Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. Breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
Well, it's a nice change-up call on offense because obviously in the 4th quarter, you're down by a bunch of points and everybody in the stadium is expecting you to throw it to get back in the game. So you dial up the run play and you get a huge gainer. Hopefully that can give this offense the momentum they need to try to scrape and claw back into this one.
And these are these moments as a defense, like, you're just trying to get out of the game. We're rotating, we're subbing, like, we've stopped them all game long. Like, they can run the football right here. The biggest thing is the clock ticking, us getting out of here with a dub, and really, everybody staying healthy. And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like, they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment, because today, oof, it was not a good day.
I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today.